People who make no noise are the most dangerous. This is a quote by Marvel. I personally agree with this statement because, especially in like education, like the people who keep to themselves are usually the smartest, who don't share their ideas with other people. Like, kind of like I guess you could say like a criminal mastermind type of stuff. Like if they have like their own secret plan, they say nothing to anybody. They say like they make no noise type of stuff. Also, in my sociology class, we're doing a project, and we're doing it on all the school shootings since 2000. And I think this also goes with that because it's saying people who make no noise are dangerous. Like, let's just say like somebody's getting bullied, somebody's getting picked on, and then they can only take so much, and then they just lash out on everybody. So I think this goes well with that also because it says people who make no noise are dangerous, meaning they don't speak up for themselves, they don't talk about what's on their mind, they don't have an outlet to go toward, and like they have no therapy or anything, and it just builds up, and then it just becomes super dangerous. Also with like if somebody is having like a huge health problem, but like let's just say in sports, if somebody is hurt and they don't tell their coach or tell whoever's in charge like, hey, I'm hurt, I can't play this game, because they want to play and they want to like get further in their career, like that can potentially become super dangerous for them because they could just make their injury so much worse. Thank you.
All right, well, you use the quote as your attention device. That's a little bit problematic. I guess you agree with the quote, so that's the perspective that you're taking. There's no real plan laid out for us, so there's no preview, but you do have a little bit of a structure with some of the examples that you're talking about. I think you need to be able to elaborate on the examples and give us a little bit of detail on them to make it interesting. On the presentation, the pacing is a little inconsistent. You have a tendency to drop the volume of your voice whenever you're uncertain, so you get to a spot where you think you're done, and we can tell just by listening to the way your voice drops out, and I'm not sure that that's the best way to convey that to the audience. Your audience contact is not as good as I think it needs to be. You do look up pretty regularly, but you're often looking out at us, and they're very brief moments of contact. So it feels a little bit like you're jumping back and forth between looking at us and looking at the piece of paper. There's a lot of the gazing at the topic also during the presentation. And the end just seemed to show up. It didn't really feel like it was organic and part of the plan. It was, you'd run out of things to say and you just kind of stopped. But it was clear that you were finishing, so that's always appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.